Yeah, and again, no time to waste because we've got even more girl power. I think coming in from Finland, Saara
Yeah.
Aalto.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Really good. Are you in Finland right now?
Actually, no, I'm in London.
Oh, you are. Okay.
I traveled today, yeah, because we are filming the music video tomorrow. So,
Please tell me
Amazing.
more about this song. I am obsessed with it. How did working with Bag of Chips ever even come about?
well, so basically, I had this song that I wanted to do, When the Sun Goes Down, which is like, it's been my favorite song for like 2 years. So I've had it in my pocket, waiting for, for the right moment. And, I've seen all these drag queens performing like in music videos for all these global pop stars like, Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, Little Mix. They all have like drag queens on their videos. And I was like, I love RuPaul's Drag Race and everything. And I was like, oh, I want to have a drag queen in my video. But actually, no, I actually want to give her a voice. I want that drag queen to sing in the song. And Baga was just like the perfect match, because she actually sings. And yeah, and I I tweeted her. I sent her a message, and I was like, I was so nervous because I didn't even know if she knew me. So I was like, oh my God, how do I, like, what do I say? And maybe, what if she doesn't even want to do it? So I wrote her a message and I was like, would you want to do this song with me? And I was so surprised when she actually replied immediately saying, oh my God, Saara, I'm such a big fan of yours. Of course, I want to do this with you.
Oh, that's so nice.
So I was so surprised and so happy. And then, of course, it took some time. And because of this whole Corona thing, I was stuck in Finland and she was stuck I think in London or in the UK anyway. And so we had to record the song in different countries. But now finally this week we are filming the video together. So we are actually like doing it now.
That's
together.
So exciting. Can you give us any hint of what we're going to see in the video?
It's our version of In Bed with Madonna. So
oh wow! Oh my God, this sounds brilliant.
Yeah, it's gonna be brilliant. Yeah.
That is so exciting.
How are you finding the weather over here, hon? You just got to London today. It's hot, isn't it?
It's so hot. Honestly, in Finland, it's like in Finland at the moment, it's like here in November. So it's already like so cold and rainy and miserable. And when I got here, I was like, oh my God, I didn't remember the weather. Like the difference is so big. Like you would think it's, UK people always moan about the weather. They're like, oh my God, such a bad weather. I'm like, oh my God, honestly, your weather is perfect. When I arrived today, I was like, I'm in some exotic island.
I wish we felt like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you should.
How was your lockdown in Finland?
Actually, to be honest, I kind of enjoyed it because, my world has been so crazy for the last 4 years, like since X Factor, basically. I've been going like this, like nonstop. And I was supposed to work in a musical in Finland, We Will Rock You, which is amazing. And I was supposed to do the lead role in that musical, and then everything was cancelled. And I was like, oh, what's happening? Of course, it was a shock. But then at the same time, I felt like this relievement. I was like, oh my God, now I actually have some time to rest. And I really needed that. I needed that so much. And also in Finland, the situation was I think maybe a bit better than in London. So like we were allowed to go out and there's lots of nature. So basically I was just, it was spring. So it was nice to just go out and enjoy the weather, which was getting better every day. So, and also, I don't know, I just really needed that rest. So I now feel like I'm more energetic than ever. So I kind of did like it, yeah.
I can understand, especially when you've got because Finland's obviously a beautiful country and you've got all that kind of on your doorstep there, haven't you? So it kind of makes a big difference.
Oh yeah, and you know, we were going towards summer, so it was beautiful. You know, if we went to lockdown like right now, it would be quite awful because it's so dark and so like miserable. That's the word. So
Yeah.
but you know, spring and summer was okay. I was quite like happy to get to be stuck in Finland.
So how long are you going to be here for?
So at the moment now, only for 3 days because I have a gig in Finland on Saturday.
So you can have gigs in Finland?
Yeah, well, this is not a real. This is like a very small private event.
Okay.
And I just really need to do it like not going close to anybody. You know, I have to be like away from everybody. So it's like, so I need to fly back to Finland and basically, yeah. I have some work there because in Finland things are, you know, going back to normal at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I read on, I think it was on Instagram, you were talking about how, were you in a theatre and you went to say to someone, oh, my wife's outside, but then you actually said my friend or something like that. Can you tell us a bit about that? Because it's actually something that I've done before when I've when I've had a boyfriend and I've been like, oh, my exactly that, my friend's outside. What made you kind of discuss that and talk about how you wanted to be more confident about yourself going forward?
It's so funny because it's not even like that it was so weird. I didn't see that coming because I'm a public lesbian woman and I talk about me and Mary, you know, I talk about me and my wife all the time in media, on social media, everywhere. So it's not like something that I'm hiding or embarrassed or ashamed about. So but I just realized when I had that stranger in front of me and I had to explain to her that I'm still waiting for my and I couldn't say wife. I don't know why. It was so weird. And it was like a pride themed show. So all the like people around me were like lesbian couples. And I was like, I don't know. And I felt so stupid. And I was like, no. I need to talk about this because I realized that if that happens to me and I'm completely open about, you know, about my relationships, it's like, how does it feel for somebody who is not that confident? Like how difficult it actually is to come out every day, you know, for strangers. It's not that easy. And I don't, why? It's like, why is there that shame or embarrassment or something very subconsciously coming out, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like something that I do like consciously, but it's just coming from somewhere, and it's really interesting.
I actually think it's really something that gay people suffer with, and I don't know if you've ever had it as well, Bob, where it's just like, it is a block. It can be like a real mental block because you're scared about how someone's going to react to you or something. But we really shouldn't be anymore. We really should be living our lives. Especially if you're at a pride event. I mean, of all things. But it happens regardless. And I think it was good on you for saying it because it's one of those things that goes quite under the radar, but is actually quite important because we're all trying to live more openly and honestly, I think.
Yeah, and when I wrote about it, I was so like surprised how people commented, and they were like talking about it like everybody had the same experience. Everybody was saying, oh my God, I dated somebody for 10 years and called that person my friend. And, you know, everybody had exactly the same situation. And I was like, oh my God, this is a global thing. Like everybody's feeling this. So I think it's worth talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
Was you sad that Pride hasn't really been celebrated this year? I mean, obviously with everything that's been going on, there hasn't been really any Pride celebrations, has there?
Yeah, no, and actually that's why the Pride in Helsinki, Finland was it was last week. Last week. Sorry, I'm getting confused with the dates, but yeah, it was last week. So it was supposed to be in the summer, and of course, obviously, it was cancelled and moved to last week. So we were able to have like something going on in Finland, but we didn't have a march. So it was mainly online. So of course it feels a bit weird because I'm so used to performing at Prides all over the world, and that's what I've been doing for the last 3 summers. And now
you were at London Pride last year, I think. Was it last summer?
It was, and the year before, and I think the year before. So I've done it like you know, a lot, and I do all these Prides, and suddenly there wasn't any. So of course it was like something was missing, of course, from my summer. But at the same time, I kind of feel like, Pride is something that we have in our hearts. And I was so happy to see Pride happening online quite a lot. So I did quite many online Pride events, which was nice. So I think it's, Pride is about an attitude, and it is an attitude. So it was great to see that it was still like living in us. But of course, we need real Prides, and we need the marches, and we need all that fun. Yeah.
And just like Pride, did you miss Eurovision this year? Because it's obviously the first year there was no Eurovision. I know you're a big fan.
Well,
as well as competing.
Of course, and I thought it was a weird decision from them, actually. I mean, not that they would have, I didn't expect to have like this real Eurovision event, but like, why didn't they just do it online like everything else? That would have been really like modern way of dealing with it. Like, all the countries could have done the performance in their own home studios. Like, so we could have, you could have had like Eurovision in a new way, which would have been quite nice.
I wonder if it's because there's so many countries to have it organized quite quickly, wasn't it? Between the time of
probably.
That would have probably been. But anyway, I mean, I'm a massive Eurovision fan, so I was devastated when it was cancelled. So I'm hoping that next year it'll be back. Is there any chance of you competing again?
I think probably yes, sometimes.
Really?
Because I hope my life will be a long life, and there's so many years to come. So, but maybe not yet. But maybe when I'm like, like this old diva.
Yes, in a really like long flowing gown. I can see it. Yeah. I can totally see it, Saara.
Yeah. I mean, who knows?
And what else have you got coming up in the next few months?
So basically now it's all about When the Sun Goes Down and doing the music video. And actually we have a tour in the making as well. So me and Bagga would love to do this tour in bed with Saara and Bagga tour together.
Yes, this sounds so good. I am there.
I know. So, but it's all about this Corona thing now. We're just like trying to make it happen as soon as possible. And then I do have some plans, but I can't really like announce them yet.
Got it.
And also, during Corona, I built my own online school, which I'm really proud about. So knowifyourschool.com, because people always ask me for singing tips. And I've spent years studying my voice, and also I was a singing teacher before I started doing this performing thing full time. So I built, like, during Corona when everything was cancelled, I felt really creative and I built an online school. So it's a 5-week Saara Aalto singing masterclass where I'm teaching people everything that I know about singing, which is a lot. So it's a really like a big course, but people have loved it. So I think I'm going to be developing that side as well now this year still, because there isn't that many gigs. So I have time to do things like these that I don't usually have time for. So
yeah, that sounds great. You've got to keep your fingers in many pies, and especially now, like you said.
Exactly, that's true. And I love to do so many things, and Corona kind of gave me that opportunity to do something new and fresh, which feels good, because now I miss performing more than ever. So it's good to have that balance and doing something else as well.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks so much for speaking to us, Saara. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Can you please introduce your song for us?
Hi, I'm Saara Aalto, and this is When the Sun Goes Down by me and Bagga Chips.
I don't wanna be alone tonight. But I'd rather be alone if you ain't in my zone, it's fine. No more wasting my time, now I'm focusing my mind, alright. Hear the ring on my phone, leave a message at the tone, bye-bye. 'Cause I've seen way too many women that go for the wrong type of guys. They only call them when the evening comes. Their true colors come out in the light. So will you love me in the morning? Will you love me when the sun goes down? touch me in the right way, will you be there? Will you stick around? 'Cause I don't wanna get up